The best trade I ever made, I didn't take it. And that is why doing nothing might be the most profitable thing you ever learn. Look, one of the first things you have to do is completely rewire your brain about what work means. In every other job on earth, work means, working. A carpenter builds stuff. A writer stares at a blank page and cries. A salesperson annoys people on the phone. It's visible. You get a gold star for effort. But the work of trading, it's waiting, it's observing, it's thinking, and then occasionally clicking a button. A professional trader might spend 40 hours a week just watching charts and take maybe 3 trades. To your confused uncle, it looks like you're just really into spreadsheets. He thinks you're doing nothing. And this is where everyone screws up. This creates a massive psychological meltdown, especially for people who come from high-action careers. We're talking lawyers, entrepreneurs, those people who write grind in their Instagram bio. Their whole life is built on one formula: do more work, get more results. It's simple. It's satisfying. Trading just slaps that logic right in the face. In trading, the formula is do more trading, get worse results. The most profitable traders are often the laziest. They wait for their absolute perfect A+ setup, execute it, and then go back to waiting. The real work isn't in the trading. It's in the waiting. It's in the discipline required to resist the 500 almost good traits. You might spend 5 hours working, take 0 trades, and feel like a total failure. But from a professional view, you did everything right. You protected your capital. You didn't force a stupid trade. That's the job. You're not paid for clicking. You're paid for the hundreds of times you didn't click.
Here's the uncomfortable truth. Almost everything that made you successful in life will absolutely nuke your trading account. Think about it. From the second you could walk, you were taught to take action. Do your homework, practice harder, make it happen. The early bird gets the worm. All that motivational poster garbage, it's poison here. In school, the kid who sat quietly and did nothing was lazy. In business, the person who hesitated got left behind. Your parents, your teachers, your bosses, they all hammered home the same message. Success requires action. Constant, aggressive, relentless action. And they were right for everything except this. Your brain has been wired for decades to believe that doing something, anything, is better than doing nothing. When you take action and succeed, your brain gives you a little hit of dopamine. It feels good. Your brain says, remember this, do this again. Now you bring that action-addicted brain to the market. And suddenly, the very behavior that got you a promotion is bleeding your account dry. It's not your fault. You've literally been programmed to fail at this.
Let me introduce you to your new role model, the American mountain cougar. If you watched a cougar hunt, you'd think it was the laziest predator on Earth. While lions are doing group cardio chasing gazelles, and wolves are in endless team-building meetings, the cougar just sits. It climbs a rock overlooking a trail, and it waits, and waits, and waits some more. For hours, maybe an entire day, just vibing. To the casual observer, it looks like it's not even hunting, but it is. It knows the patterns. It has positioned itself perfectly, and it's just waiting for the stupid deer to walk right to it. Then finally, a deer steps out. The cougar doesn't hesitate. Bam! 1 shot, 1 kill. Clean. But here's the critical part, the part you'll hate. If that first strike doesn't work, if it misses, the cougar doesn't chase it. It lets the deer go. It won't waste the energy. It takes the tiny loss, climbs back up its rock, and returns to waiting. It doesn't force the issue. It doesn't hunt out of boredom. It doesn't revenge hunt because it's angry. Sound familiar? That's how a successful trader operates. The cougar isn't lazy, it's efficient.
To trade like the cougar, you need discipline and patience. Discipline is just your ability to follow your own stupid rules when every fiber of your being wants to do something dumb. It's what stops you from revenge trading. It's what stops you from doubling your position size because you just have a feeling. And patience? Patience is not passive waiting. It's active readiness. That's the fancy term. It means you're completely prepared to act, but completely comfortable not acting. Most traders confuse patience with boredom. They sit there for an hour, no trades, and their brain starts screaming, "This is a waste of time. You're not making money. Do something." That's the trap. That's your old programming trying to sabotage you. Real patience is recognizing that not trading is the work.
Here's another total mindfuck for you. You have to move from certainty thinking to probability thinking. In normal life, you get certainty. Study hard, you pass the test. Work out, you get stronger. In trading, you can do everything perfectly, a perfect setup, flawless execution, and still lose money. And that's not a failure. That's just math. Even worse, you can take a terrible, impulsive, idiotic trade, violate all your rules, and make money. Your brain will light up and say, "See, I'm a genius." No, you're not. You were just lucky. You just got rewarded for being an idiot, which is the worst thing that can possibly happen to you. Patient traders get this. They know they're playing a long-term game. Success is measured over hundreds of trades, not one. Individual trades don't matter. What matters is the process. Did you wait? Did you follow the plan? If yes, that's a successful trade, even if it lost money. The impatient trader needs this trade to work. The patient trader knows most trades won't work, and that's fine.
This brings us to the great paradox of trading. The less you trade, the more you typically make. The struggling trader is making 50 trades a day, frantically churning their account, paying a fortune in fees, and having a panic attack. The pro trader is making a handful of trades per week, and they're bored. Why does less work better? Because you're preserving your edge. When you're overtrading, you're just making mediocre decisions in a panic. When you take fewer trades, you can give each one your full, calm attention. This is why people tell you to meditate. And look, I get it. Sitting down to focus on your breath for 5 minutes is awful. You know what happens? Within 30 seconds, your mind is wandering. I'm bored. What's for dinner? Did I leave the oven on? I should check Twitter. That is the exact same challenge you face when trading. Your mind doesn't want to be still. Meditation is just practice. It's training the mental muscle that notices your brain screaming, "Do something," and gives you the power to just not. It's cross-training for not being an impulsive idiot.
Let's bring this all home. For most of us retail traders, patience isn't just part of the edge. It is the entire edge. You probably don't have better tech than the big banks. You don't have secret information, but you can have better patience. Institutional traders have bosses, they have clients, they have quarterly reviews, they're pressured to show activity. You don't have any of that. Your edge is that you can sit in cash indefinitely. You can let weeks go by without a trade if the market sucks. You can be absolutely, ruthlessly selective. That freedom is an enormous advantage, but only if you use it. Most retail traders waste this superpower by trying to be busy. They're trying to compete on activity where they're guaranteed to lose. Stop. Your patience, your selectivity, your ability to do nothing, that is your superpower. Be the cougar, be lazy, be selective, be profitable. The market will still be here tomorrow. Your job is to be ready when it finally gives you what you want. This is Suck-Cess, helping suckers suck less at money.